This is going to be a quick follow-up video on my last one with the occult of 4th of July and also with all the bell symbolisms. Let's take a look here at Taco Bell once again. Taco Bell's official Wikipedia page, and you'll see the founder is named Glenn Bell. Again, people with these occultic names, just like Art Bell, are propped up in this world. Now, one thing I found extremely interesting is where the founding of Taco Bell was in this city called Downey, California. It just so happens to be on the 33rd parallel. Give me a break. Let's take a look at the name Glenn Bell itself, and you'll understand this Masonic matrix with the number 33. I think this is just a coincidence. You are definitely a coincidence theorist with the number 33 with Glenn Bell. Unbelievable what's taking place in this world, and people are still in denial. They don't want to believe this is possible. Well, sad reality, this is exactly what's taking place. Now let's take a look here at former U.S. President Ronald Reagan. People need to understand none of these so-called presidents were ever heroes. They're all Satanists, all occultists, and this includes Reagan. One thing I want to point out first before I move along with Ronald Reagan, when you see people like this, Bill Clinton and Kennedy, understand Kennedy was no hero. Okay? People believe he was some type of truth speaker. I mentioned it many times. He would have never made it top of this world unless he was part of that club. Nothing but a deceiver. First time he spoke truth on TV, the so-called elite behind the scenes would have pulled the plug on him. He would have been done. It's that simple. Now, taking a look here at Bill Clinton again and John F. Kennedy. See, Kennedy is 33. You see how the matrix works with this occultic number of 33. Bill Clinton just so happens to take this picture during his youth with Kennedy. You think this is just a coincidence? This was a photo op knowing he was groomed for this position. Clinton changed his name from Bill Blythe to Clinton to get the 33. So you understand what's taking place here in this matrix of the world of 33. Now, getting back again to Ronald Reagan and where he lived here in California. Out of all places, it was Bel Air, California. Again, the occult of the bell. Even to take it a step further, the address of his home was 666 Cloud Street. And of course, they didn't keep it 666. They had to change it because it would be a little bit too obvious if they kept it 666 Bell Street. When you see here, let's take a look here. Bell residence, Ronald and Nancy Reagan. Reagan died in 2004. Nancy still lives there. The address was originally 666, but Nancy changed it to 668. Again, they had to change it. Can't leave it 666. Be quite obvious to the public of what's taking place. It should be obvious already, but again, many people are sleeping. Now, talking about Bel Air once again, in the occult of the bell, just like the TV show called The Fresh Prince of Bel Air, starring Will Smith. Now, I find this pretty interesting as well when it comes to one of the most occultic movies of all times. People talk about the connection with 9/11 and so much more when it comes to the Back to the Future series. Let's take a look here at this scene and what is said during the song.
Lived a country boy named Johnny Blue. Never ever learned to read or write so well. He could play a guitar just like he's ringing a bell.
He could play the guitar like he's ringing a bell. This is pretty obvious what's taking place. I mean, again, everything about Back to the Future is the occult. This is one little thing that has slipped through the cracks as far as the occult with the mention of the bell. And of course, the Christmas deception, with Christ supposedly being born on December 25th, when it again was actually Nimrod's birthday, and you see the bell symbolism all over the place. The song Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells, Jingle All the Way to hell, it looks like here. Fortunately, they have a stranglehold all over society, every aspect. One thing I want to point out too, when it comes to these bells for Christmas, let's take a look here. For example, understand here what these are. These are holly tree leaves. Okay, so when they use these concepts, these holly leaves, it's all about witchcraft as well. Just like Hollywood, like I explained before. So the ancient druids, they used to make witches' wands and magic wands out of the holly tree wood. So that's how you get the name Hollywood. And again, specifically, out of all the trees they use, at least for these, with these bells, to incorporate with these basically satanic bells. They use witchcraft with the holly tree leaves, and again, it's pretty, pretty shocking. You take a look at every part of society. Of course, people don't want to believe this. They want to stick on the lie system, that they're too smart to be deceived. Well, unfortunately, you are, if you believe in the system that is presented by those that own and control this world in every aspect. Again, with Christmas tree, states in Jeremiah in the Bible, do not cut the tree from the forest and line it with silver and gold. And this is what Christians do. I believe in God, of course. I believe in God 100%, but in a creator. But as far as what is presented, the mainstream, no way. Again, every part of our society is created by them. We don't have a say-so. We just have to go along with the ride with those that own and control this world.